Hi, and welcome back to Wicked's Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for Scorpio. I've pulled a few cards from the Egyptian Tarot, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There is somebody that you have let go or walked away from, and it feels to me like the further away you are from dealing with this person, the greater clarity you have in terms of how they were actually treating you and the fact that you deserved better. This person is dealing with a pretty difficult time now because they were actually pretty dependent upon you. Hi there. How's it going, Tiana? So, we've got somebody feeling a pretty big loss after you have left their life or after you have walked away or broken up with them. So, let's dive in a little bit more. We'll call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a lot. Sometimes it's a lot. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Me too, Tiana. Although, look, I have a little Dr. Pepper now, not a big one. All right, let's see what else we have. I don't know. I'm kind of drawn to the fairy godmother oracle. So let's see what we get from this for you, Scorpio. So we have vulnerability and authority. This is giving like I'm insecure, so I try to assert my authority. So we could be dealing with a little bit of jealousy issues here. Whatever it is, we have somebody that wanted to pretend like they were in control or that they had power in some way. But the truth of the matter is, they were trying to cover up a fear or insecurity that they were dealing with pertaining to this situation, right? Hi there, Paul. How are you doing? I like it, Tiana. Oh no. All right, I think we're gonna go with the Bianco Nero. What else do we have for Scorpio, please? The Magician in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, and the Five of Cups. Someone did you wrong, Scorpio. It's like I'm seeing somebody almost having a conversation with themselves partway down the road of being a jerk to you, saying, am I the villain? Do I need to stop doing this? Do I need to do something different? Yeah, you do. But did they listen? No, they didn't. This person is now feeling the full, well, they think it's the full ramifications of their actions. But to be honest, it feels to me like it's bad, but it's going to be worse than this for them. There's a little bit yet to be revealed because this person was trying to be controlling. This person was trying to act like all powerful, like they could ruin your life. And they didn't have that power. In fact, they didn't even have like half the power they thought they did. And it's like when you're playing poker and somebody tries to just like completely bluff you out of the room, so big that you kind of have to believe them. I mean, you don't have to, but like, oh, really? You're all in? Okay. This person was a bluffer. They didn't want to be honest about how small they really were or how scared they really were. Because look at this. They're not the King of Pentacles. They're not probably any kind of king. But they're over here crying and having a difficult time, having nightmares, not being able to sleep because of their own actions, because of their own inability to be kind or loyal to somebody that was important in their life. So, Four of Swords in the reverse. It's the same kind of theme of, I know this is wrong. I know this is not good. I know I shouldn't do this. I know I should work on this thing that I do to people, but I don't want to. But I'm going to keep being the same person. But I don't want to be selfish, right? You know? I like that advice, Paul. He said, always take your spectacles off when playing poker. Did you learn that from Kim Kardashian? I don't even remember when that was. It had to have been a couple years ago, but she just thought she was such a badass, but she had reflective glasses on. Girl, sit down. Woo! The Empress, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Damn. That is very different energy. Feels like your energy. So this is, I mean, it has to be different from the King of Pentacles because the King of Pentacles in the reverse is not somebody who's reliable. This is somebody who's flaky, somebody who relies on other people to fix their problems for them. The Empress and the Queen of Wands, hell no, these are like warrior queens. These are people that are able to deal with their own issues, find their own resolutions, draw in opportunities that are meaningful, and build an empire all on their own, right? So somebody was trying to make it look like you hadn't done the work for something, like they were disputing ownership or they were saying something was not yours after all. But you coming out as the Empress and the Queen of Wands, I think it's pretty obvious to somebody who gets to make the decision that you are the one that gets the proceeds. You are the one that gets the goods, whatever it is. Even though there was some attempt here to lie or mislead, um, it's obvious. You're the victor. You're the person that gets the stuff. Seven of Swords in the reverse. A lie has failed to work. A lie has been exposed. Somebody's words are coming back on them. And even though they're trying to make it look like you're the bad person or you're manipulative or aggressive, everything is really just highlighting this. What should we call them? We'll call them the Magician in the reverse. Their willingness to lie in order to get what they want. It's a very like Rasputin looking energy, right? Like I'll say whatever I need to say to get what I want or get what I need. But the problem is I didn't actually do my homework and make sure that there were, other facts that would actually back up what I was saying, right? So this person is struggling because they can't create the reality that they claimed was there. So we're going to use the Hocus Pocus cards. What else do we have for Scorpio? That's twice now that both of these cards have come out in the same position. What I mean by that is Justice in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, Empress in the upright, Empress in the upright. And both of them are in the first two. Technically, it would be like this if it wanted to be really cool. But we've got somebody that was jealous or maybe even being petty, trying to make an Empress look bad, trying to take something from an Empress and claim it was theirs. Seven of lightning, which is swords. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Same card and the Tower. It's worthwhile activity to try to have a good moral compass in everything you say and everything you do and not get too caught up in somebody else's karma, right? But for some of you, you are meant to be a witness to this person who attacked you wrongfully, to their downfall. to their lies coming back on them and creating the destruction in their life that they tried to create in your life. So brace yourselves, I guess. You might be seeing quite the loss for somebody, right? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is what we started off with. That's a big loss. Did you hear that ominous like thunder in the distance? Ooh, spooky. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. The Six of Swords or Six of Lightning in the reverse, and the Ace of Pumpkins. The Ace of Pumpkins is like the Ace of Pentacles, by the way, which is abundance or a blessing or another opportunity. So somebody thought that they could take something from you. They thought they could be a little unconventional or cheat the system. They didn't follow the rules. They wanted to make things more difficult for you, but the universe is like, actually, you're not in charge. And we've already determined that the person you're trying to attack is a badass. So we're going to make sure that they get this other opportunity or that they get blessed right in front of your face so that you can realize just how silly it was for you to try to attack them or for you to try to make their life miserable. So definitely a little bit of a lesson here for somebody who is trying to exert power in a situation where they had none. Yeah. All right. This is the King of Pumpkins. That's the King of Pentacles, but this time he's in the upright versus being in the reverse at the top here. And then we have the Seven of Pumpkins, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So basically, there was definitely a financial motive behind whatever this action was. If somebody actually stole something from you or just tried to say something was theirs, maybe even just try to claim an idea, this isn't going to work for them. They're not going to get the power, the prestige, or the wealth based off of your work. They didn't do anything to earn what they think is theirs. So we have the Master and the Eight of Lightning. The Eight of Lightning is the Eight of Swords, and the Master, just in case you can't tell from the artwork, is the Devil. I mean, there's no real nice way to say this. Aside from this person was determined and obsessed with, very focused on, finding any and every way that they could mess with you. Make it feel like you didn't have money, make it feel like you didn't have freedom, make it feel like you didn't have friends, make it feel like there wasn't really anything working out for you at all. Very hateful. This is a waste of your time. I don't care who you are out there. Don't get caught up in wishing ill upon others or comparing your life to somebody else's. It's all folly. There's no reason for you to do that. There is a life that you are meant to live, and there are blessings that are meant for you. You don't need to take anybody else's blessings. When people get caught up in this kind of thing, they learn a really tough lesson, and that's what's happening to this person. You don't mess with an empress and like walk away with the jewels or the money. No, that's not how it works. We have the Star and the reverse. Now this is interesting because the Hierophant and the Star can both, if they're in the upright, can both symbolize somebody that has like a following or somebody that has fans, some level of like celebrity or expertise, influence, right? But this is in the reverse. And it kind of feels to me like we have somebody that is losing a lot of the things that made their life feel exciting for them, but also that they have distanced themselves from what was good about them or wholesome about them. In other words, they just kind of like circled the drain in terms of what their moral compass was, what they believe in, and how they behaved. As a result, you don't really hang on to the blessings or the good stuff more so you get taught a lesson, right? So we have we have the 10 of lightning, the 10 of swords, and the 7 of candles, which is the 7 of wands. Everything is happening in divine timing, and there is an ending that I feel is as a result of somebody's own actions. Sometimes you make your own bed and then you have to lay in it, right? Like this person thought they were designing a, let's call it jail cell for you, and they were actually designing it for themselves. So be careful again. If you're putting a lot of energy into trying to mess with somebody else's life, you very well could be messing with your own life. You just don't realize it yet. So be smarter than that, right? All right, this is the Black Tarot. What else do we have for Scorpio? We have the Lovers and the reverse and the 2 of Spheres. The 2 of Spheres is the 2 of Pentacles. We have somebody here that felt like they didn't get chosen, felt like they were not a priority, or felt like they got kind of excluded or rejected when they shouldn't have been. This 2 of Spheres or 2 of Pentacles is making me feel like this person viewed the situation as you were 2 peas in a pod, like they were just like you. No, they were not. They wish they were like you. They actually had quite a bit of issues in terms of rectifying what they want, how they get it, and how they treat people they care about. Okay, I'll take that one too. So 10 of Spheres in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, same as the first card we got. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Fool. I like how the Fool just kind of like slowly leapt off the top of the deck. Like, yeah, no, just to make sure you understand, this person's getting some bad karma and learning a tough lesson because they were a fool, because they did something they knew they shouldn't have done. Don't normally read the Fool that way, but there's something about this particular card. Yeah, it could be a new beginning, but this is more so, I think, somebody mad that you wanted a new beginning, so they did something dumb. The Tower and the reverse. This often makes me think of like a, what are they called? You know, like a Chinese, it's like a little trick, gets your finger stuck in there. Like the more you try to, I feel like if I explain it, it's just going to sound dirty. Sometimes when you force an outcome or when you're really obsessed with something happening a certain way, you guarantee that it will happen the exact way you don't want it to happen. That's what's happening here. This person thought that they could outsmart others, that they could outsmart you, that they could lie about the situation, and that they could manufacture an outcome that benefited them and screwed you over. Chinese finger trap, thank you. But they were wrong. They created a trap for themselves while they imagined they were creating one for you. So you're going to get back whatever was taken from you, and they're going to have to deal with some consequences. So we had the moon come out in the upright. Now we have it in the reverse. There's something here about the truth that they hid being very obvious now. They were being secretive. They thought they would get away with something. It's like when somebody's insistent upon their own innocence and then they do that, like, let's check your internet search. How to hide a dead body, how to dissolve a body, how to, you know, like, sorry, you might have thought your acting skills were just perfect for this, but we actually found out your true motives, so you're screwed. What do you think you're doing? You guys hear that? Are you trying to get a bug or what's up? He just went like this to the door. All right, we have 8 of Cups. the Hermit, and the Eight of Spheres. So the number 8 could be important to you. Good for you. It looks to me like when Ish was hitting the fan, you decided to just like Irish goodbye. Is that offensive? I hope it's not. I love Irish people. But like you just dipped. You were like, "No, I don't think so. I'm not going to deal with all of this mess. I'm going to hang out by myself. I'm going to deal with the things that make sense to me right now. I don't really feel like trusting a lot of people, so I'm going to work on my own stuff, right?" Oh, cool. I didn't know that was a thing, Paul. The more you know. So, you've been able to avoid some difficulty based on the fact that you were willing to have a little bit of time to yourself and that you were working on the things that are important. We have the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. What do you think, Hambone? Well, you gotta look at the cards. What do you think? Yeah, exactly. To be honest, some of you are going to be finding out that somebody who tried to mess with you is going to jail, losing a job, isolated from their family. There are serious consequences for this person's actions, even though they thought they were covering their own ass or, creating like some illusion to hide their footsteps. But they're being discovered, the truth is coming out, and they're going to have to answer for what they did. You are so cute. The other thing that's worth mentioning is the King and Queen of Swords are often seen as exes. So the fact that the Queen of Swords is clarifying the King of Swords could suggest that we have a little bit of anger after a relationship ended. This is the Beginner Tarot. King of Pentacles in the reverse again. Judgment, and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse again. So somebody made a decision that was disloyal. They thought that they could hold on to something that wasn't theirs, and they're realizing now that that's not something they can do. They overplayed their hand, if we're going to continue with like the poker stuff. All right, this is the signs of the times. What else do we have for Scorpio, please? You're so cute. I hope you guys can still see him. Look at that cuteness. Globe, possibility, number 31. You're being blessed because you have earned it, but also because this person doesn't want you to have it. And you're getting healing because you've earned it. They're going to have to take a little bit of time on their own, but there's also a sense here that somebody is helping you. I think it's pretty cool that we have 31, 13. So there's some mirroring going on here. And also this makes me think of an ambulance. And I don't know if it's true globally, but in the US, the letters for ambulance, you can read in the rearview mirror. So they're like backwards, right? So you got to be able to see what's behind you is actually the ambulance. So you might need to take a second look at something and make sure you're reading it correctly. Or you might want to just verify that somebody's not mirroring you and misleading you in some way, right? All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.